Okay, there's nothing scarier than exploring the depths of the dark and cold and secluded cave that is full of mysterious and all sorts of scary creatures. Caves can be a labyrinth full of underground tunnels that are extended for miles and miles on end. A lot of the caves on Earth haven't been explored as of yet, so who knows what exactly is living at the bottom of these places. Some people have tried to explore them, but they've never made it back to the surface to tell their story. Well, how's it going, you guys? I'm your host for this one, Landon Do Not Sing, and welcome back to a brand new Most Amazing Top 10 video, letting you guys know that I am now a father. You guys can head over to my Instagram at Landon Productions if you guys want to check out baby pictures. I've just been overloading social media with baby pictures. And baby Olivia looks exactly like me. I've been calling her Mini-Me. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'll leave a link in the description down below, or head over to Instagram at Landon Productions. So yeah, that's why I might appear a little bit tired in this video, because I'm up every single 2 hours. I'm up at midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m. But some of these times I'm trying to script some videos for you guys, so I'm trying to stay afloat here. I love producing videos for you guys, so no, I am not going anywhere. I am here to stay. Alright, let's get into this one. This is the top 10 scary caves where evil awaits. Okay, so getting this list started like we always do, in at number 10, we have the Devil's Hole. I mean, the name speaks for itself. It's as easy to stay away from a cave with a name like this. This place has a distinction of being known as the most haunted place in western New York, and it's for a good reason. According to the native folklore, the Iroquois said that a demonic serpent named Evil One lived inside of the cave. People who would go inside of it will either never come out again, or they will come out with their hair turned white. But things get worse as we go back in time to the Devil's Hole Massacre of 1763. A group of warriors used the Devil's Hole to attack soldiers. It was a complete bloodbath, and 81 British soldiers were killed and their bodies were thrown into the cave to rot and decompose. The Hellfire Caves takes us to number 9. So if you're not into claustrophobia, labyrinths, or dangerous places, then you're gonna want to stay far away from the Hellfire Caves. A team of paranormal investigators traveled through the long, winding tunnels in an attempt to conjure up spirits. This cave is home to catacombs that lie about 300 feet below the surface. The old Hellfire Club used to hold meetings that consist of pagan worship and human sacrifices. Supposedly there are a ton of evil ghosts that linger within these caves, but if that doesn't scare you, it's for sure scaring me. Maybe a half a mile of tunnels underground will do the trick, because you never know, maybe you'll get lost and you'll never see the surface ever again. GOMANTONG Cave in Malaysia brings us to number 8. This next cave seems like it came straight out of a horror movie. The GOMANTONG Cave is the home to millions of bats, and if that doesn't freak you out, maybe the millions of cockroaches that feast on anything alive will do the trick. Animals that accidentally fall into this scary cave will be quickly devoured by these cockroaches. Okay, and then we have the cherry on top. This place also has enormous cockroach-eating centipedes that scurry along the cave walls. So don't ever go inside of this cave without wearing one of those sealed up bodysuits, or better yet, don't ever venture inside of it at all. Number 7 takes us to MOVILE Cave in Romania. This place is also known as the Poison Caves because it is rich in hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide but low in oxygen. But despite this, creatures are living in the cave and they have been separated from the outside world for the past 5.5 million years. Inside of this dark cave, there are spiders, scorpions, wood lice, and centipedes crawling along the walls, and many of them haven't even been seen by humans. So who knows what else is lurking inside the shadows? The Cave of SIBYL descends onto our list at number 6. There are some pretty creepy natural formations around the world where people think that these are entrances or even gateways into hell. One of the oldest known entrances to the underworld is this cave right here. Apparently it is so sinister and fueled by negative energy that birds won't even fly over it. They know better. According to the legend, the dead priestess SIBYL guards this gateway and lures travelers into the fiery pit of hell. Well, you know what, I'm not willing to see if this legend is true or not, so you know what, I'm just gonna keep my distance away from this one. Mammoth Cave in Kentucky takes our number 5 spot. So this is the largest haunted cave in America. So yeah, you're gonna want to keep your distance from this place, and that's because it has a very dark past. There are over 150 documented paranormal events that have happened here, so that's why people are so fascinated with the cave's supernatural history. But in 1842, the cave was used to house patients that were infected with tuberculosis. Honestly, this sounds like such a morbid and gloomy place to try to recover from a deadly disease. All of the patients got worse, and they eventually died within the cave. Some say that if you listen closely, you can actually still hear coughing inside, because it's believed that the patients still haunt this cave even to this day. Moving into number 4, let's talk about the Caves of Death in Scotland. Judging by the name, it says it all. Well, you wouldn't catch me going anywhere near this place, but for people who are brave enough to go on a death expedition, I mean a cave exploration, these remote caves can be found in northern Scotland. But be warned, archaeologists who already have explored these caves, well, they have found some pretty horrifying things. Human sacrifices used to be conducted there, and there are even children's heads posted on poles. There are thousands of dead bodies inside, and people believe that this cave could have been used for some pretty intense supernatural rituals. Like I said before, I'm staying away from all the caves on this list, especially this one. The MOANING Cavern is up next at number 3. This dark cave got its name, well, because you can hear a creepy moaning sound coming from inside of the cavern. This happens because the soul of the dead are screaming out in agonizing pain. Okay, not really, but the moans are from when the air circulates deep within the cave. But the sound is still pretty unsettling. If a scary moaning doesn't keep you away, maybe this will. Well, there are over 100 prehistoric bodies lurking at the bottom of the cave, and no one knows what they're doing there. Once you rappel 165 feet into the cave, you will have to exit through an iron staircase, and you're gonna want to watch your step because it's a long way down if you fall. Killing Cave takes our number 2 spot on this list. Okay, who the heck are naming these caves? Killing Cave? Well, if you ever visit Cambodia, you can go visit the Killing Caves for yourself for some reason. Well, not that you would really want to. I mean, is this really a big tourist attraction? Well, it might be because in the 70s, these caves used to be a place to torture and murder people, so there is history behind it. Well, the bones of the victims can still be found inside. Some of the skeletons have been crammed into display cases, and there are chicken wire cages that are filled up high with human skulls. Torture devices and victims' clothing are still scattered along the floor, and many other people were murdered there when they were pushed into the cave from the skylight above. So I'm thinking that a place with this much dark history can't be good for the soul. There's definitely an evil presence there, and it's also a pretty morbid place if you ask me. And just like that, topping our list, and at number 1, we have the Bell Witch Cave. This property and cave was once owned by John Bell, and it's believed that the Bell Witch torments the Bell family until they mysteriously died. The family used to see strange animals around their property, and late at night, they would hear strange noises such as gnawing, choking, and dragging sounds. Violent attacks by unknown forces started happening to the family. The youngest daughter would wake up covered in scratches, and she'd be covered in bruises as well. Apparently, the Bell Witch lived inside of the caves, and anyone who stepped foot on the property will be paid a nasty visit by her. Well, there you guys have it. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I was your host, Landon, Do Not Sing, and I'll see you guys all in the next most amazing top 10 video.